actually.
Hi guys, good evening. So enough of the niceness, enough of the kindness, enough of the deep thoughts. Let's get back to dragging people. So this guy, okay, well, first of all, these two people, Ian Balls, who was a ridiculously useless MP, and I don't even know what this woman's name is. She's just a bitter Betty. Can't stand the both of them. They are both horrible. But this exchange brought somebody I don't use the word hate, but I genuinely do not like. I would say what my feelings of dislike for this individual is very close to hate. Do you know, F it. I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. Watching him fail is very sweet to me. And I am about to unleash his visage on you. Apologies in advance.
Become a risk to work with. Newsweek's chief royal correspondent Jack Royston says yes, host of...
See that face? You see that face? It's giving racist. It's giving man who would not let him, he has the most racist face I've ever seen. If they found out that this man was a member of some right-wing, Britain First, racist association, guys, it will not shock me in the least. In fact, the only nice thing I have to say about this, I called that lady on the show with Maureen and the Musketeers, slapped ass. This is her male equivalent. Look at the face. This just seems like an evil, nasty, professional hater. And I'm going to be misogynistic for 2 seconds. I don't think this is the face of somebody who gossips. The type of face, I'm sorry to say this, guys, you see some women have when there's a term we use in Nigeria called babele, is peppering them. And this is him. This is him. Ugh, I hate this guy. I'm bringing him up because I saw this earlier in the day and I was deliberating because I don't want a copyright strike because I can't be bothered to go and be remixing the video. But even if I get copyright struck, I think it's well worth it to drag this heifer. So yeah, this particular piece is between himself and that annoying two-faced Tessa Dunlop. And they talk about how, get ready to roll your eyes, guys, how Harry is toxic for philanthropic work. Even as they are saying the thing, it doesn't even make sense. But just for the sake of dragging this mother, let's listen.
Of Where Politics Meets History podcast, Dr. Tessa Dunlop says he is still valuable. Well, not to Sentebale, Dr. Dunlop.
It's extraordinary, isn't it, that the one person who's finally managed to knock Donald Trump off the news is Prince Harry. Keep your main player on the pitch. We know celebrities are problematic. I dread to think what Ed Balls is like in the green room, but you keep your player on the pitch, and the chairperson of Sentebale has failed to do that.
Okay, well, I'd just like to point out Ed Balls is lovely in the green room.
I find that hard to believe.
But Jack Royston, chief royal correspondent for Newsweek, these are explosive allegations to accuse Prince Harry, who himself has made allegations in an entire book about the way he was treated, about how his wife was treated, for him then to be accused of bullying and harassment.
This looks like...
Before this asshole responds, let me quickly say something. Once again, reminding everybody, people that are going to come into my page and say, shouldn't all black women support each other? That comment she made, that's it, guys. I'm sorry, I'm triggered now. That's what gets me very heated. The fact that this horrible woman has been given the moral high ground to make comments like that because Sophie Chandoka refused to step down because... Don't worry, I said I would improve my cadence and I wouldn't be as emotional. So, let's continue.
The toxicity is following Harry everywhere he goes. So there was the falling out with William and Kate and the staff at Kensington Palace. They were called grifters at Spotify. Then he's got this at Sentebale. His other African charity, African Parks, is facing very serious allegations about the conduct.
Let me just clarify very quickly before this idiot continues. Whatever happened at African Parks happened with the Rangers. There is no way whatsoever Harry or anybody could have done anything. Sorry, even if they had accused William, who I don't like, even I will have to defend him. How would William have known that Rangers on a park he probably has never even met, was never involved in their recruitment process, and even if he was involved in their recruitment process, what could he possibly have done to prevent whatever happened from happening? So instead of focusing on the victims, which I'm sure Harry did, and, getting compensation, taking care of them, and ensuring the Rangers who were responsible, if they were found to be guilty, were held accountable, we're going to turn it into drama because Jack Royston is a hating ass B. A hating ass B. The type of personality, I don't know where these men are getting these personalities from, guys. I know it's very misogynistic to say, but to see a man behave like a hating ass, gossiping ass, old B is really so frustrating. Deep breath. Let's continue.
Of his Rangers, and then also, the Netflix shows that they've been producing are getting absolutely pulverized by progressive magazines in America. Time, Vanity Fair, Variety, New York Magazine. These are all magazines.
Can I just say, I'm not sure that the media and journalists criticising them is the same thing.
No, it's not different.
The chair.
I cannot believe I'm agreeing with this cow, but she's right. Journalists can be, these are random strangers on the internet. Anybody can be bribed, or everybody has an agenda. And obviously the critics, I think Netflix knew the critics were going to do what they were going to do, so they really don't give an F. The most important thing is they scored $10 million worth of MIV engagement. So thanks, Jack.
Or one of his charities criticised. That feels much closer to the bone.
And it is, but the problem is here, the only way that they're coming back to Sophie Chandauka is by attacking her, and that's not going to do anything.
Okay, first of all, they have not attacked her. What is he talking about? I hate this guy so much, guys. Ugh. F you, Jack. F you deeply. Nobody has attacked her. The only thing Harry did, guys, just to recap again, was to release a statement. Why? Because over 2 weeks ago, he sent a resignation note to Sophie. If Sophie had done her job, I don't think this thing would have gone the way it went. Nobody would have had to step down. All of this wouldn't have happened if Sophie just left when the trustees asked her to go.
To boost his reputation. It's mutually assured destruction.
Tessa, could you give a second go? Because I'm not sure I understood your defence of Prince Harry in the opening. He's knocked Donald Trump off the news.
No, but I think the point is he's a ginormous brand. He's a juggernaut of a brand. And actually, Sophie Chandauka talked about taking over as the chairperson, going back through the books and finding that the Sussex brand and its toxicity, i.e. when they left Britain, saw a slump in donors. At the same time...
Somebody made a very good point on Twitter. When they left the UK was 2020, was it not? Wasn't that the year of the start of the pandemic? A lot of people lost their job. A lot of people lost incomes. The first thing that gets hit during a time of severe downturn is people's donations to charity, because people tend to use free money to donate. If they are struggling to pay the bills, the first thing they are going to do is reduce the amount of sponsorships or even direct debits they have to charities. Just wanted to call that up for the people who are critical thinkers. And once again, guys, F Jack Royston.
We have to recognise that courtesy of Harry's polo matches, etc. In fact, through the polo matches alone, he brings in £12 million. Spare donates £1 million to Centre Barley from its profits. So Harry is incredibly profitable and actually harnessed in the right way. We believe in Harry as a philanthropist. Sure, he's got issues where he wants his
Even
life
if
of
he's
service.
toxic, it's still worth it.
Shut up,
But
Jack.
I don't think he is any more or less toxic than the chairperson with whom he's having a clash. What's interesting here is that it's blown out into the open because he's rescinded the patronage along with the Prince of Lesotho, along with the Board of Trustees. Who's on her own here? Actually, it's the chairperson. And her colleague, or one time erstwhile colleague, Trevor Phillips, I thought looked distinctly uncomfortable in that interview yesterday. What she's done, given that she's launched complaints with the High Commission, the High Court and the Charity Commission, it's extraordinarily unprofessional, isn't it, to go and...
Yes. Sorry. Yes, it is. And that's the part that all the haters seem to not understand. And this is probably part of the reason why, guys, you see a lot of the right-wing media are even like, this is weird. Because look, as much as possible, they want an own goal of Harry. Of course they do. I'm sure like Jack, they are frothing with excitement at the possibilities. But this cannot hold water when Harry had to resign, as well as Prince Cecil, in solidarity with the board of trustees, because she refused to step down. It is, and to me, a very open and short case of bad behavior from the chair, right?
Weaponize Harry's words against himself, to take it publicly into the press. I was astonished she did this.
Just as toxic as your chair is not going to be good enough for other organisations that might want to work with Harry, because what they're aiming for is not toxic.
Yes, because Jack knows all the philanthropic organizations in the world. He knows all the companies that want to work. You see, guys, professional hater. He never comes with nuance. He never comes with facts. He's just haterade 24/7, because that is literally his job. His job is to spoil the Sussex brand. I'm glad that he's here, actually, because this is a full-on 24/7, no nuance, no balance hater. That's why he looks like the hand of Thanos just slapped his face, the biggest slapped ass.
At all. And that's the problem that Harry's got, is nobody wants to work with a toxic
Oh,
person.
sorry, Invictus, one of the great success stories of our time, now into its 11th year. I don't think we can say everything Harry touches turns to dust when you've got Invictus there.
Invictus,
Which I might add is the most successful royal family related, and I hate that it's related to the royal family, but here we are, royal family related, affiliated philanthropic piece. There is no other, none, not one other philanthropic thing this royal family is doing that has the reach, the international respect, in short, is the only thing literally that they have right now in their thing that is actually growing in popularity. South Korea has said they want to put their hand in the bucket. I'm sure after the Birmingham games, which I hope, fingers crossed, goes well. I know many of us are hoping it's not going to happen. These things take years to plan. It's happening in Birmingham. I hope Meghan doesn't come. Meghan, don't give them the satisfaction. Do not come, and especially don't bring the babies. Let them suffer. But yeah, sorry, let me not get sidetracked. The only successful royal philanthropic piece in the modern times, in the past 10 years, I think, even the Prince's Trust, which in my opinion is now just a charity for Charles to collect bribes from Arab princes, fight me, is nowhere near as successful. Good on you, Harry.
this is great, but if they're going, and they could lose the Netflix deal at any time. They could lose
No.
at any time.
Meghan's
and
just been recommissioned. It was in the global top 10. I mean, I could bear it with Love Meghan. I couldn't work out what it was about. It's all about California perfection. But viewers sat down, hate it or love it. They watched it, Jack. You may not like that.
They're going to need to be earning money for years to come.
And you're not, and I'm not.
But I'm not in the middle of a massive global PR crisis. I'm not disintegrating publicly for the benefit of viewers around the world. I mean, in America, people are absolutely loving watching them crash and burn.
First of all, I don't know what this man is talking about. You see, I told you guys, he is a professional hater. Professional hater. In America, people are enjoying watching them crash and burn. What are you talking about? What is this man talking about? Look, Jack, I hope you watch this, because I'm going to tweet this to you, so you can, I'm going to get someone to tweet this to you. I'll try. And guys, if I can't, please be sure to tweet it to Jack. Jack, I'm speaking to you directly. You are a hater. You are a slapped ass racist hater. I saw the way you were tracking Meghan's show gleefully, and you were gleefully orgasming, watching all the bad reviews coming. And not once did you bother to mention, because a hater wouldn't, that not only did she have season 2 already filmed, she Uncle Ted Sarandos gave a full page variety, got a whole article. Since you like mentioning progressive magazines, Ted Sarandos went on Variety, got his own cover page, spoke about Meghan, praised her, said that she was an underestimated juggernaut of engagement, and that this new thing that they were trying, which was an online store with her business, is something they are very comfortable and confident in. You didn't mention that since you're keeping track of all the papers in the world, and since you've spoken to every American that exists, and you know how they feel about Meghan, you didn't mention any of that, right? Because you are a hating ass bee. This is literally the soul of your existence. I've looked at your Twitter page. Literally nothing else you do gets any engagement. The only reason you still have a job, which I'm not even sure how long that would last, the only reason you still have a job is Newsweek is online. so you don't have any physical, you don't have to physically be there or anywhere. So you can literally just be mailing in your articles. You are more or less a freelancer, I guess. You're not hired with them. I think they just keep you on board and give you £30 for every article that you submit, because that your podcast, I'm not going to listen to it. It's an absolute garbage. The fact that you come on The Sun for £30 per appearance fee, shame on you. If you make more than 30k, 50k, okay, fine, 50k a year, I will be surprised. Whoever it is that is funding you at the back, well, it's a waste of money, because all this hateration, all the stuff you've been doing, Meghan is still winning. You are a loser. Loser. And no matter how many times you keep parroting it on hate sites like GMB or Newsweek or The Sun, it doesn't take away the reality, which is Meghan is about to be a billionaire. Harry is a venture capitalist. And I look forward to when I was going to say when they announce how much they are making, but knowing how you guys don't mind your own business, I'm very sure you will tell us very soon when you get a chance. I look forward to watching them grow and progress and build their wealth outside this waste of space, benefit scrounging, tax gulping royal family that does nothing. So I think instead of wasting your time harassing Harry and Meghan, you should do your job as a journalist and explain to us why the current king or the king-to-be are slumlord millionaires, have been unable to take care of their tenants. Prince William has been promising us that he was going to resolve issues in the Middle East. How's that going, Jack? And how about the homebounds or homewards that he was meant to work with homelessness? How is that going? Since you have time to be investigating and looking for problems, go and do your job and go and find out what the hell is going on with this soon-to-be King of England. And on that note, guys, this is me getting out all the annoyance and the hate out of my system. F these two. I don't like Tessa. Just because she made some good points doesn't mean I like this woman. Especially F him. F him every which way. Jack, you're an asshole. And yeah, guys, what do you think? Feel free to drag the hell out of Jack. Take out all your frustration dragging this loser. There's a lady on Twitter that sent Meghan's As Ever webpage with a Netflix affiliation to Jack so that he can see it. Feel free to flood his Twitter with those things. Let him go and cry at home. And yeah, guys, please like, subscribe. This was a purely hateration video. Don't worry, I'm back to form. And yeah, please let me know how you feel about the whole thing. Please like, subscribe. And I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night.